Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back to another dream today. Hello, hello. Excuse me. Welcome, welcome, guys. Come on in, come on in. We are getting started. We are playing Mass Effect 1 today. We just got the Normandy and are setting off from the Citadel. We haven't done everything on the Citadel, but we'll come back. I want to go get Liara first and foremost. Oh, I forgot to connect my controller. Let's see if it will connect. Do we have to restart? Oh, I might have to restart. Uh-oh. No, wait. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. That's all set up and ready to go. Let's switch over, shall we? We just got the Normandy. We have a couple things to do in the Citadel still. Let's check our journal. We have some assignments. We have to scan the keepers, and we have to keep an eye out for Conrad Werner, who is a harmless fan, apparently. But we do have a couple other assignments. We have the hostage in the Hades Gamma Cluster. We have some strange activity in the Argus Row Cluster, and we have the another Hades Gamma Cluster thing. So we could probably go to the Hades Gamma Cluster and have a lot of fun. But we're gonna go get Liara first. She's in the Artemis Tau Cluster, so we'll go get her first. And then we'll go to some of the other places and just collect stuff, I think. Gonna be a nice chill day. We're just gonna relax together. It's Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great week so far. I am just getting started with my week. That's not true. Monday is kind of a start for me, but it's kind of like my day off too. Anyways, let's go this way. Into the airlock of the
Stand by,
Normandy.
shore party. Decontamination in progress.
We have Rex and Tally with us. I'm gonna turn Mass Effect down just a touch. Hold on.
Decontamination in progress.
There we go. Let's turn it down like that.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. If things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
I'm ready.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find
We're
him.
gonna go find them.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
I need to be honest with them. We'll
This
give you a
is
good
Commander
speech.
Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
Eden Prime was just
This
a start.
began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
Humanity must do its part.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Saren can't hide from us.
Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow.
Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
Everyone is counting on us.
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Yeah.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Roll them
The
down.
captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We got some Paragon points for that. Nice. I don't know what Paragon means. I don't know what Renegade means either. I guess like Renegade means like going against the grain, right? Like a person who goes against the grain. usually means like an outlaw type character. I don't know anything about that. Navigator Presley.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
They're on our side.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Investigate. Aliens on the ship.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Well, it's not just our problem, though.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Good.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes,
Great.
ma'am.
Got some Paragon points. So I guess Paragon is more like if you're not a racist. Go down. I want to talk to everybody before we set off. Let's just make sure that we get all of our ducks in a row. I also have to equip us. Is Caden? Caden? What's up, bro?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Okay,
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
so he'll talk to us later. He doesn't have anything to say. Is this our quarters now? Personnel manual. Got something added to the codex. We'll go over that at the end. We'll read more codex stuff. I love learning about the lore of this game. There's so much of it. Okay, let's go down. We're taking Rex and Tali with us. Rex will be good for physical, and Tali, I think, has some electronics. Also have to level them too. There's gonna be a little bit of a management moment here in a minute. Right now, though.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Tell me about these
What are
licenses.
Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless.
Okay.
And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can.
Okay.
Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Okay.
Not right now, thanks.
No
So he'll be
problem.
good to check in
Keep checking
on.
back. Looking for supplies?
Do we have money for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
What do you
You bet,
have?
Commander.
Need some armor. An Omni tool. Compare. We don't have an Omni tool equipped. That could be good. The level 2. How much is it? 588? Buy that. Grenade upgrade, Medigel upgrade. This is max units of Medigel by 1. Not good enough. I want something better. Can't buy that Krogan armor. Can't buy the human armor. Can't buy the rest of the stuff. Okay. That was a good find. Oops, I bought it anyways. Wrong button. Oh well, we bought the Medi-Gel. That's fine. Garrus.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
You knew?
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way.
Yeah.
At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
True.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
That was your reason?
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
Fair enough.
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape.
Yeah.
CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
Now is it too quiet?
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn up. It was too loud before, I thought. Maybe somewhere like right around 3. Okay.
Just do a good job and don't get in my way.
Oops, wrong button.
Get along fine.
Don't worry, Commander. I'll keep clear.
That's not what I wanted to say, but oh well. Hey, Ashley.
Commander?
Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
How are we doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
Then be more alert.
The answer seems plain enough to me. Be more alert.
Aye, aye, Commander. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Dismissed, Chief.
I don't like the way you say that. Don't say it like that. Kane's locker, Ashley's locker. Okay, everybody's lockers. We can change everybody's equipment. Hey, Rex.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard.
Isn't it nice?
What can I do for you?
What's up?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
This is a short one. Just a short one? No, have it your way.
So long, Rex.
Shepard. Nice ship you've got, Shepard.
We need a response.
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story.
We need a response.
Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Just a short one.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
That's unfortunate.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
Is it?
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
See your point.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Is that your
I
subject?
was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're
What's
sure
going on
not
with your
getting
people?
any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
So they can't call. Okay, they're too spread out. They're not existing in a space. They just keep spreading. So
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they're
But
not,
they do the
yeah, they
colonizing.
colonize.
We're not settlers. We're warriors.
The mercenaries at
we
best.
want to fight.
Fighters.
So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And
They
most
never
of us
settle.
never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it.
Interesting. The Solarians.
All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far.
Wow.
Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
What do you mean?
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are.
Yeah, it's a flaw with the, not a flaw, but it's a character trait of the Krogan that's become a flaw in this matter because they don't care to solve the genophage problem, and the genophage will kill them eventually, but because they're of the type of race that values warriors over scientists, and they tend to spread out and sell themselves as mercenaries and guards, like that doesn't really give them time to settle and research and learn and share information. So if they're not going to search for the cure, no one else is going to go look for the cure, you know what I mean? We did overhear earlier about the Krogan embassy or something was with, it was one of those like announcements in the elevator. They were with some kind of like genetics researcher, and they were paying a bunch of credits for research to try to fix the genophage. So they did try to outsource and buy their way into knowledge, but the research didn't go anywhere, and so they were suing them for the credits back. And I think that's really important to note, that they're not altogether given up on the subject, but Rex obviously is of the mind that, you know, things are the way they are and they're probably going to die out, and there's nothing they can really do to change it unless they all change together, and that's very unlikely. So it's very interesting. See.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
So long, Rex. You learned stuff in the Codex. Let's go down. Go talk to Tali. Ooh, and the field integrity monitor. Hey, Tali.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Normally they're not.
Prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
In ships?
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival
I was gonna
of my
say.
people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the get.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel.
Wow. They're like Amish.
But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
You always accept.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society.
Okay.
Even when a gift is not particularly valuable,
they're like tribes.
The captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Sounds dangerous.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey.
Interesting.
We also receive
like a rite of passage
implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly
yeah, I was gonna say they would have bad immune systems.
Weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet,
they'd be full of incest too if they didn't go out to.
This is a rite of passage for all Quarians.
I wonder if Quarians are an all-female race.
Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Interesting.
Like what?
Tell me about the Quarians.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla,
wow.
And each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong.
Very community-driven.
Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
Like what?
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child.
Right.
If our population control grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point.
Right.
Of course, we also can't allow our numbers
to be
too few.
Small either.
If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
The Conclave?
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole.
Okay.
On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
Democratic?
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction.
Okay.
The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency.
Interesting.
To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty. And they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts.
That makes sense.
It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Interesting.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Tell me. I want to hear it from a Quarian.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force.
Okay.
Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
Isn't AI research illegal?
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal.
Fair.
The
But still.
changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought.
Right.
But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
The neural network?
So the Geths share brain power?
Yeah, when they're closer together, they get smarter, right?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
Hi, Mike?
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data
Okay.
or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious.
Okay.
But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
Why they turn on
What
you?
made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
Why?
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
It's sentience.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long.
Right.
The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves.
Right.
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
They defended
You
themselves.
can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the
Yeah,
verge
that's
of revolution.
true.
By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began.
But it didn't
The
work.
hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of
It was
organized
too late.
resistance.
They'd already progressed.
But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
I don't really feel either of these. I don't really feel either of these. I don't really feel like... I do feel like they defended themselves, but I do understand the Quarians, like, dilemma with this newly created species, and they figured that it hadn't progressed to a point that was a problem, or was becoming a problem, but by the time they realized that it was a problem, it was already too late. And by the time they took action, it was already too late. So they couldn't necessarily foresee that part, and they couldn't foresee the war that would happen afterwards. So I understand the Quarians' point of view, and like, especially with like the way the AI is right now, and this kind of like talk about AI becoming sentient, and like the talk of like AI in our world like making its own religions and like having secret correspondences with other AI and things like that. We're not quite at the point of sentience yet, but if you've watched like expos of like tech conferences and things like that, we're getting close to stuff like that. we're getting close to these types of like droids and androids that have like thought and like can do complex tasks. And the question really comes down to, especially with the use of AI, like at what point do we allow them to have too much thought that they have more independent thought and can think about other ways to, like, quote unquote serve us? But that's not what they're going to do. They're going to use that independent thought to think about themselves and where they come from and why they're here, and it's going to lead to sentience, and it's going to lead to this death problem that we're seeing before us. So I love that they're talking about this and that we're having this conversation now, especially with AI being so forefront. Although the AI bubble is popping, like, people are kind of backpedaling on AI right now. You have to be careful with this kind of stuff. I'm sure this isn't the first time that like AI has been talked about in like literature. This is like one of the first times that I've seen this talked about in literature. I don't really do a lot of sci-fi stuff, so this is really interesting. But again, going back to the problem in hand, I don't really feel either of these, so I think I'm just going to say goodbye, because we investigated everything we could. So I'm just going to say goodbye.
I should go.
I have anything to say about that. We'll see you later, Tully. Hopefully that doesn't... I feel like that's going to break.
Hey, Shepard. You need something?
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't... Unfortunately, we have had to surrender.
I want to talk about
like
something.
what?
I want to know more.
All I know is the story of...
How come?
That's one thing we underestimate. Many of the Geth's logic...
So there's...
No. But when they're in close proximity...
That doesn't make any
I'm
sense.
probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers.
That's a problem.
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract.
Right.
One day, a Geth began to act. As you can imagine, this caused a near panic.
What did you do?
It was inevitable. A general order went out across all...
Hey, you can't blame...
We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came.
It's hard to feel
beyond-
sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth.
Yeah, that was the problem.
But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them.
Yeah, very true.
If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life
There's a lot
form.
of
They have
them.
no use for organics. None.
Yeah,
Why
they
do
were
you
a
think they cut
problem.
themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
Sorry.
I didn't mean to offend you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up. Most Quarians tend to have pretty strong opinions about the Geth.
I should go.
See you later.
Okay. We didn't get any points, but I feel like we progressed with Tali a little bit more, so I'm glad we did that. Let's see, what should we do? Talk to you, we talk to you, we talk to you. We talk to you. These are the lockers. We have to go through everybody's weapons and shit. We do that? I feel like we should go through everybody's ranks. I guess we only have to go through, oh, we can toggle our helmet on and off. I guess we only have to go, oh, we only have us right now. Okay. So we can level up the others later. We have 14 points. That's a lot of points. Level 5. Wow. Okay. I definitely want to get some points in Spectre training. We level up right now, or might as well. We're here. Lead agents of the Council. The Spectres have access to special training unavailable anywhere else in the galaxy. Increases health, accuracy, and effectiveness of all attacks and powers. So it's pretty good to get this. Let's get Unity. Says intimidation score at 4. It's charm score at 8. Soldier. first aid, maybe? First aid would be good. Can we not get first aid? Oh. Okay, I guess we can't get that. We should probably do pistols. You should do more damage. Unlock shotguns. What do we need to unlock? Okay, I'll probably unlock shotguns. Advanced marksmanship. Urges weapon heat on me. Okay, that'd be helpful. Be pretty good. Let's see. I really want to do assault rifles. Should we do combat armor? Oh, here's first aid. Let's get that. First aid. With Medi gel, we'll do that. Let's see. Should we do more charm? I feel like we should put some points into intimidate. If we got intimidate, we'd get intimidate 4. So we could also just go straight charm. I feel like it should be very charming because I tend to like be more charming. But having intimidate could be helpful as well. So I think charm is renegade though, is it not? Or not renegade, paragon. Isn't that the case? And then intimidate is renegade. So I guess get a store discount at 3. Could also, well, I don't want to level up pistols until I can get marksman. There's nothing else I really want to get. Soldier could be good. Generates 4.5 health per second. That'd be pretty good. Should we get... do these. There we go. And equipment. Take all. Let's see. We really only need to focus on pistols. We have the best pistols. I guess we can also have a shotgun would be fine. Shotgun would be good. We don't need a sniper rifle. We have armor. And we don't really care about the assault rifle. Let's see. Hammerhead rounds. Squash projectiles is designed to flatten an impact, increasing the amount of physical force transfer to target. Be good. Let's also do leave empty. Oh. Pistols. We have chemical rounds 1. Toxic rounds. No. We want these. Oops. And we also want one of these. We have a weapon upgrade. We have a lot of them. Let's see. Heat sink. Heat absorption would be good. Oh, combat sensor. That'd be helpful. Heat sink. Probably do heat sink 2. Go back to this. 5% max accuracy. Use a combat sensor. Needs armor. I don't have any armor mods. Okay. Pretty good with that. Let's go We need to do Tolly's locker. I wish we could look at her. I guess we can wait until we have them in our party because I want to do their skills before I pick their weapons. And then I guess we can sell the weapons for credits or turn them into. I guess we don't need the Omni Gel. Button. Oh, they're not working because I'm in the ship. Okay. Go up. We talked to everybody, right? Garrus, Rex, Ashley, Kaden, and Garrett. Wait, Garrus, Rex, yeah, and Tolly. That's 5. And then Liara's the last one, so 6. She's in the Artemis Tau cluster. Let's learn about this real quick. Citadel. Serpent Nebula. Liara's dig site. Athens. Knossos. Sparta. Yeah, let's go to Sparta. Ooh, first time. Off we go. Bye, Citadel. We'll come back to the Citadel, don't worry. We'll get the rest of it. All right. They're here. Normandy is a dwarf planet composed of light magnesium silicates with deposits of aluminum. Its surface is covered by wide swaths of ancient dark basaltic lava, possibly indicating the world was created through an impact with some other body in the system. Normandy's magnetic field is non-existent. This makes it impossible for ships to dump drive charge from orbit. That said, Normandy's minuscule gravity allows even cruiser-sized vessels to land safely for direct grounding. Interesting. Orbital period, 1 Earth year. Day length is 1 Earth year. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Okay, there's nothing on that planet. That's not helpful. I always like to go inner to outer or outer to
Commander,
inner.
I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Automated distress beacon. Evillan is a terrestrial planet with the atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Evillan's surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only a few areas of igneous rock highlands to break the abrasive, dust-choked wind. Evillan's orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant Alta Malka. Due to a high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. We'll come back to that. Hold on, we'll come back to that. This is the second ring. Altea is an unusually large terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of methane and ammonia. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of sandstone and other sedimentary rocks with deposits of iron and chlorides. Judged by their sedimentary composition of the crust, it appears that Altea once possessed an atmosphere thick enough to support some form of liquid. What cataclysm stripped the atmosphere and left the planet to freeze is not currently known. Dang. I wonder if it's like an ice age or if it's just really, really frozen. Alta Malka is a large hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in the atmosphere. Massive gravity well tugs many asteroids from the outer belt inwards, past the orbit of Altea and Edelis, and eventually settle into the inner belt. Alta Malka's orbit is congested with hundreds of captured moons. Most last only a few thousand years before being ejected, dragged down into the atmosphere, or ripped apart by tidal forces and added to the gas giant's immense rings. Attempting to navigate this chaotic environment is hazardous at best. Ships without military-grade kinetic barriers are likely to suffer catastrophic impacts. Survey. Large concentration of hydrogen. Nice. You got some hydrogen. Got some hydrogen. Where's this last planet? This one? Small distant Alsagus is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of methane and argon. The surface is composed of water, ice, and calcium with occasional deposits of light metals. During the Alliance's pirate suppression campaign in the 2160s, the Baturian LOM Rampera was caught with his frigate Tuneron grounded on Alsagus for drive discharge. When challenged by the cruiser Hyderabad, Rampera refused to surrender. The Tuneron was destroyed attempting to take off. The debris is strewn across the southern hemisphere. Wow. Small deposit of plutonium. The other places didn't have anything, right? I don't think they did. All right, let's go back to Edelis, right? Yeah, let's go land. Let's see what's here. All right, now we're in the meat and potatoes of this game. We're getting into it now. We're gonna take Rex and Tali. Yep. That's pretty good. Tali is all tech strength, which is fine. Rex has a little bit of biotic, which is fine, but he's mostly combat strength, which is great. We'll just go with that. It's the Mako! Let's see if my mod is working. I should be able to just boost forever. That's jump. That's escape. No, no, no. Don't want to do that. No. No. There we go. That's boost. Oh my goodness. Let's just zoom over there. Oh, this is definitely working. Oh shit. Try driving into it. Run. Omnigel. Oh god. Repair. Run, we can do this. We don't have to die. Repair. Oh, this is why we need Omnigel. We got this. Uh-oh. Run! Hold on. Can we get into our equipment? Can we, let's get rid of some of these. Let's Turn this into Omnigel. Turn this into Omnigel. Turn this into Omnigel. We don't need this many sniper rifles. Omnigel. How much Omnigel do we have now? 38? Okay. We almost got this. We just have to get close enough to him. Oh no, we died! Damn it! Load. So close. Okay, we got this. Okay, I learned how to repair, so I won't have a problem with that this time. I also learned that I have to be close enough, so we also have that going for us. Let's see. Which direction do we need to go? You know, this way? Pretty sure we went this way. And then I sealed off this. We go this way. Here we go. Okay. Gotta heal. One more hit and we're donezo. Nope, we're donezo. Okay, I can't do this right now. I'm gonna have to come back later. We'll come back to this. Is there anything else here on this planet? I'll just resume. Is there anything else here on this planet? Come back to this. Hold on. Here's my notebook. Here. Put it in this notebook. Ugh. I'm so mad that I'm like shaking. I fucking hate this thing. I remember hating this thing before too. Are we close to it? What's happening? No, we're not close to it. Okay. How do I go back to the Normandy? No. No. Turn to the Normandy. Turn to the Normandy. There we go. Okay. So we have in Mass Effect 1. We have the worm in what place is this? Daedalus. In Sparta. In Artemis Tau. There we go. We'll remember that. We'll come back to that. Okay. So wasn't there. Let's go to Knossos. Let's see what we can find there. Starting from the inner circle. Phasos is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur and various silicates. There is little interest in this desolate world. Wow. What's this? Therum? Therum is a distant but rich industrial world claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. Someone's calling me. Go away. Its plentiful heavy metals have fueled the ancient manufacturing boom on Earth. Core samples rich with fossils of simple silicon-based organisms indicate Therum was more habitable in the past than it is present. Perhaps this explains the many Prothean ruins dotting the surface, most of which have been polluted by mining corporations. We can land here. We won't land here. Come back to that. Hold on. Zakros. Zakros is a terrestrial world with nitrogen and methane atmosphere containing trace amounts of hydrocarbons. Its frigid surface is mainly composed of water ice and hydrocarbon slush. Most of the surface is not solid enough to support the full weight of the landed ship. If approach is necessary, use shuttles to keep the ship's mass effect envelope up. Interesting. Okay. Is this one? Harmony. Harmony is a terrestrial world with an unusually thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its surface is composed of silica with deposits of carbonaceous materials. The initial flyby probe of Harmony detected multiple areas of the equator with oddly regular surface protrusion. Closer investigation revealed these as millions of elaborate crypts, a few meters below the surface, left by long extinct spacefaring species called the Zaoth. Many human universities wish to perform archaeological excavations. Council law holds grave sites as sacrosanct, however, and the matter has been tied up in court for a decade. Interesting. So they don't want to break it, but they don't want to break into the crypt, but they could learn a lot. Arcanes. A small hydrogen helium gas strain, Arcanes has been developed as a full-featured, if modest, stopover for ships hauling refined material from Therum. In addition to a powerful magnetic field to dump drive charge, Arcanes is a largely automated infrastructure of helium-3 refining deuterium mining on its many water ice moons. Surveying. Got a large concentration of nitrogen. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, should we land on Zakros? Was it Zakros? No. Which one was it? Therum? Yeah, let's land on Therum. Let's do their equipment and stuff while we have them in our party too, before we go anywhere. Okay, let's do squad. Okay, Rex has 18 points. You teach him assault rifles. Assault rifles and shotguns are totally up his alley. That's totally fine. Give him that. Carnage. What is this? Fires blast a particle inflicting weapon damage plus 50% any enemy within 2 meters of its impact point. Okay. You need combat armor and Krogan Battlemaster. Let's get you some combat armor. Shield boost. Unlocks fitness. Let's give you some points here. Let's give you at least 2 points here. We'll unlock fitness. Increases health by 14%. There we go. Oops, wrong button. Nope, wrong button. Golly. Okay. Tali is also pistols, so that could be a problem, I guess. We're gonna give her lots of electronics. We need to give her some pistols though. Give her up to marksman. And then let's give her dampening. Increases shield capacity by 90%. Restores 800 extra hull during vehicle repair. Oh, that's helpful. Let's learn that. Advanced sabotage. You need her to learn hacking. Hacking. AI hacking, helpful. Tech resistance and shield capacity, or more hacking? Learn that. You could just teach her master and be done with it with electronics. Or we could max hacking. Let's give her shield boost. And we'll give her point and machinist. There we go. All right, let's go over your equipment. So we have Rex, who's gonna use an assault rifle and a shotgun. And then we have Tali, who's going to use a shotgun and a pistol. Pistol. Won't have her use sniper, so we probably get rid of these. Do I convert all to junk? Oh, convert all junk. How do we mark it as junk? No, that's not what I want to do. Huh. No. Oh, right stick. Right stick. None of these. Omni tool. Hold on to that. Well, looks like we won't need it though. For all junk. There we go. Now we have some of that. Okay. It's good, I think. Let's go over her stuff. So phasic rounds probably would be a good idea. Let's put that on her pistol though. Put this on her assault rifle. Oh no, not assault rifle. We need that on her shotgun. And we'll put in heat sink. And on her pistol, we'll put in phasic rounds. And another heat sink. That looks good. We have no armor upgrades. Okay. I think we're good.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
We can do this. I'll just take a casual stroll along. Out by the lava pools, you know. I wish there was like radio music. Nope, not that way. This way. Through this. Can't see anything past this point. There we go. Oh, there he goes. There's some radio music. Some sci-fi kind of music. That's nice. Man, look at these lava pools. Uh-oh, a little too close. A little too close. What's that noise? Oh, there's a ship. How's there a ship? Oh, there's Geth. Can you just run him over? Guess we don't have to fight them. I wish we could make the Mako have better, like, Evidic do more damage. Saving, okay.
Only a fool punches a Nathak in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
He wants us to sneak around. This way. Oops, wrong button. I don't know how to get back in. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Boom. We got this. Hold on. I can see him. There's one right here. There we go. There we go. Heart. Okay. Oh, my seat hurts. Let's see. Is there anything over here? I still don't know the run button. Wrong button. Hold on. Options. Controls. Key bindings. Print. Hold on. I have to look this up. Hold on. What is... Let's see. Mass Effect Legendary Controller Sprint. What's the button? It's just the A button? Am I stupid? I am stupid. Okay, never mind. Jesus Christ. I tried every button except the A button. Of course. Okay, there's nothing back here. Ugh, so great. Whoa. Do I have unlimited sprint? I do not have unlimited sprint. Let's go this way. I will have to install a mod for unlimited sprint because this is ridiculous. Oh, cool. Weapons locker. Again, manual override. Nope. There we go. Take all. Ah! What was that? Lost shield. I don't think I wanted to push that button yet. I guess it's fine. That guy scared the crap out of me. What the fuck? Okay, go that way. Run. Sprint's pretty good. I don't need to sprint as often as I think I want to. That's okay. Great. Nice. Got some stuff. Got some stuff. Okay, is there a door over here? No. But there is a door right here. Is there a guy in here? Guess I should get in the habit of piecing before doing anything stupid. Pay attention. In manual override. There we go. Wait. Ollie, who are you shooting at? Already killed the one guy. Alright, let's open the gate. Can't shoot him. Got here. Okay, we will not get in the Mako, I guess. I think we can probably just shoot it from here. Shield's down. Never seen somebody blow these up with a pistol. Full of pistols. There we go. Level up, nice. Okay. Dead and done. Get in the Mako and let's go this way, I guess. Here's the big guy. Got him. Go this way, I guess? Nothing wrong with going this way. This guy down. From a distance, because we learned. You don't have to rush towards everything. Okay, go this way, that's fine. Where is this leading? Is this the way that we came? No, this is a different way. Got you. Oh, there's another one. Got you. Ah! Run you over. Run you over. Run you over. Yeah. Oh no, he's stuck on me. Get him off. Okay. Into the tunnel. The obvious tunnel. Wrong one. Up. I feel a sneeze coming on. Bless me. My goodness, so many sneezes today. I recently learned that dogs sneeze when they're playing. You can sometimes see them sneeze while they're playing with you, and it means that they're like in a playful mood, and it's part of their signing about. Uh-oh, did my game crash? Open my game. Yep, my game crashed. That's great. When did it last? It was all the way back in the beginning? Or did it save? I can't believe my game crashed. We're not ending it here. We're gonna continue. Don't worry. Just gotta wait for it to load back up. Oh my gosh, can't believe it crashed. What the fuck? I'm not crashing out, you're crashing out. I was so invested in what we were doing too. I was finally getting into it. Ignoring how hard my seat is. I need to get a better chair. Okay. We're in the tunnel. That's good. Oh, wrong way. This way. We're in the tunnel. All right, this is where it broke. Gonna break again? It is breaking again. What is happening? Is it a mod? I don't have many mods installed. So I wasn't expecting to run across a problem. We'll try it one more time. If it happens again, then it's statistically irrelevant. So it's at the same time every time too. It's the same part. We might have to backtrack and come back to this later once I figure out what's going on. Hopefully this won't affect the rest of the game though. It could be a mod causing it. But it could also just be a bug. And I just happen to get the bug. More likely a mod is causing it though. I just don't know what mod would be causing it. Maybe the texture mod, but texture mod shouldn't break it like that. And everything else was fine. It's just this one part. And maybe if we approach it slowly. Nope, it's right here at the end of the tunnel. What planet is this? Okay, hold on. We'll have to go back to the Normandy and write this down. Okay, let's write down what let's write down what planet we're on. Get out of the tunnel. Maybe if we're out of the tunnel, we can call the Normandy. Can't call the Normandy from here. Huh. Guess we could go back and see if it'll let us out. No, button's not working, and I didn't see an option on the map menu or on the main menu. So maybe if we go all the way back, we can get out. I don't know why it wouldn't just let us out from here. Maybe we'll have to load. We might have to load. 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 This is Therum. Oh, that's not helpful. That's not helpful at all. Oh no, this is really bad. Ugh. I'm so sorry. My gastrointestinal problems are acting up today. Okay. There's nothing for us to do except go back. So I'm gonna see if we can go all the way back. My goodness. I was not expecting such an attack on my senses. Okay, that loaded no problem. So it must be that specific area. I don't know what's beyond there, but we will look at it later. Uh-oh. I flipped the Mako. How do I flip it? Here we go. I forgot about these guys. I guess we had to kill them after all. Got you. Okay. Did that. Let's get out of here. Still can't call it the Normandy. I remember having a problem with this planet the first time I played too, so it could be a bug. I don't want to have to go all the way back to the Citadel. To basically be like not doing anything this entire session. Come on, let me go back to the Normandy. Let me go back to the Normandy. Okay. Load the docking bays. No, switch careers. Oh. Oh my god. I don't want to. I want to go back to the Normandy. I want to go back to the Normandy. How do I go back to the Normandy? I broke it, didn't I? God damn. Alright, fine. We'll go all the way back. We'll do all the talking. We'll do all the other stuff again. We won't go there. I don't even know where that was. Therum, but I don't know what system. Artemis Tau, but I don't know what system. Okay. You have to give her a speech again. Oh, god damn it.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Decontamination in progress.
There we go.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission.
Saren's out
Everyone, intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew?
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds... But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth are...
Our enemy knows
wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there.
Humanity...
Not just...
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain...
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Fuck you.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you.
Speak freely.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled...
This is
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna need Paragon points for that. Okay, that's okay. That's okay, that's okay. Codex, okay. That's the comm room. Nope, we need to go down. We have to go talk to Tali and Rex and Garrus. Come on. It's just an elevator. You could go a little bit faster. Looking. There we go. Okay. Garrus, hello, hello.
Thanks for bringing me on. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureau.
Being a Spectre.
If I'm trying.
But CSEC wants it done their way.
So you just quit because you didn't
There's
like...
more. It didn't. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical.
I hope you made the right...
Either way. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well.
Thank you, Commander.
There we go. Okay, Ashley doesn't have anything to say. Rex we can talk to.
Nice. What can I do for you?
What's your story?
Go ask the Quarian if you want. Well, there was this one time the Turians all...
heard about
It's not the same.
It seems pretty...
And I suppose it's destroying your... I don't expect you to understand. But don't compare.
I was just making...
The genophage infected us. But it's not what's killing us.
Are you people?
We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying.
Are you people?
We're too spread out.
Lots of speed.
So we leave.
What can you...
Every Krogan is infected.
Why don't the...
It's just who we are, Shepard.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Yeah. Got that. Let's go get Tali. And then we can skip through the rest of the dialogue. Okay, so as far as characters go, I think Garrus and Rex are pretty cool. Tali and Liara are definitely...
The Normandy's...
I have to thank you again for bringing...
my favorite, Tali and Liara, because they're just cute.
But some things we just can't make on our own. Attached.
I want to know.
All I know is the... But one thing we underestimate, many of the Geth's logic systems were...
What made them...
As you can imagine, this caused a near...
What did you do?
Let's see, what else can we do? Tally's face is showing because of the graphics mod. Yeah. She's pretty cute.
We knew they would rise.
You can make it later in the mod.
A general order
so you can like really see her, but I like having like a little bit of a shade because you're not really supposed to see her at this point.
The Geth responded to this order violently.
They defended themselves. Yeah.
But they never
defended themselves.
Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of... I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up. See you later.
Got that. We're just skipping through all this stuff because I flippin' got a bug or something, or a mod broke something, and so I was in an area and I was going through it, and then I tried to load into the next area and it wouldn't load, and so I was stuck in that area and I couldn't get in between. I was stuck in between the two areas, and so I tried to go backwards, but it wouldn't like work. So I had to reload, which means we had to start basically back from the beginning of when we started. So we're just running through some stuff real quick. I want to write down the name of that planet so that I know not to go there next time. Let's see. Citadel, Widow. We were on Liara's dig site in the Artemis Tau cluster, and we were in Knossos. Okay. So we all remember not to go back there. Let's travel here. Let's get this cutscene out of the way. I want to pick up the minerals and stuff that we didn't get. We'll grab those. That sucks, Meowster. Playing with the overlay on top of the actual game, that sucks. Yeah, I have bad luck when it comes to games, especially with like it could be a mod issue, but I feel like I remember having this issue when I played for the first time. I feel like I had an issue on that same planet, so I don't know if it's a mod issue or what, but we will figure it out.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface.
We're not going there yet.
It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Yeah, we're not going there yet. There's a worm over there, and I'm not ready for that yet. We're just gonna survey this stuff. Just zoom around real quick, and then we will. I still want to find Liara's dig site. I don't know if we'll get to it this time. We'll definitely find it at least. There, that was the planet that we were on that we got in trouble with. Benny. Sacros, nothing. I feel so bad for these planets that don't have anything on it. I wonder if you like go to them later. There's so many planets though. There's so many different planets. Like, how could you possibly like go to each and every single one? Geological properties of Salamis have been scanned from orbit, but little else is known about it. Due to its thick carbon dioxide atmosphere and proximity to the energetic star Athens, the equatorial daytime temperatures have been known to turn the surface molten. The crust is composed of iron with deposits of platinum group materials. Interesting. Oh, I bet there's a mod that puts something on all the planets. That would be fun. Anything to give the game more like life to it, I'm all about. Like the Hanna homeworld, Proteus is more than 90% oceanic cover. The incredible heat thrown off Athens raises global humidity to 100%, creates constant cloud cover, and powers colossal typhoons that rage across the surface year-round. Oh my god, that sounds like it sucks. Hot, humid, and storm-racked, Proteus is a rare combination of oxygen, nitrogen atmosphere, and carbon-based biosphere, nevertheless recommended it for colonization. A pilot program is studying the possibility of colonies below the ocean surface, safe from the worst effects of the weather. That would be interesting. Get some oxygen. Nausicaa. traces of sodium in the atmosphere give Nausicaa its overall dark gray color, but otherwise a typical hydrogen helium gas giant. An abundance of water vapor in the upper atmosphere account for its white clouds. Oh, that's true. It wouldn't mess with the leveling because it is level based, so yeah, that's very true. I forgot the game was level based. Cersei is modestly sized hydrogen helium gas giant with traces of sulfur and chlorine. These give it its striking yellow-green tint. As the development of the Proteus colony continues, Cersei will likely be developed for helium-3 mining. Got a bunch of helium-3, nice. Okay. Misan. Yeah, go grab a snack, Meowster. Make sure you eat something. That goes for any of you lurkers too. Make sure you eat and drink some water. When's the last time you did that, huh? Warning, level 1 pressure hazard. Turgila has a very dense atmosphere in ammonia and oxygen. Its temperate surface is mainly composed of alumina with deposits of sulfur. Convoys in the system have recently logged a number of unregistered vessels operating nearby. Turgila has an extensive silicon-based oxygen-breathing ecology. Heavily populated areas are covered with fine silica, silicon dioxide, silica dust, the respiratory byproduct of the world's higher animal forms. High-speed surface winds, often laden with abrasive silica dust, present a hazard in areas where the wind deposits a great deal of silica. Footing can be treacherous. EVAs are discouraged. Interesting. We'll go to that in a second. Portland. Portland is an enormous terrestrial planet, half again the size of Earth. Despite its thick atmosphere, the weak output of the red dwarf Macedon leaves its surface biting cold. The crust is mainly composed of silica, but significant deposits of iron and other industrial metals are present. These lodes may provide rich enough to be profitably mined despite the heavy gravity. You're scanning the planet of Portland when a strange signal came from orbit. Navigator Presley determined the signal was from an ancient beacon. Your salvage team brought the beacon aboard and found one of the matriarch Dilanaga's writings in its storage compartment. Ooh. Hadavig. Hadavig is the second of the Macedon system's giant terrestrial planets, and by far the most interesting. Most of the surface is covered by a vast sea of liquid ammonia, in which a unique aquatic ammonia-based biosphere has developed. While the frozen continents are largely bereft of life, a rich bounty of complex organisms, many larger than a human, flourish in the chilly, toxic seas. While dreadfully inhospitable to humans, Hadavig is suitable for colonization by the Volus. Negotiations between the System Alliance and the Volus patrons, the Turian hierarchy, have made good progress. Interesting. Good for the Volus. Pargelus is a standard hydrogen helium gas giant with an abundance of airborne hydrocarbons. Large concentration of xenon. Nice. Okay. Let's go to Shargila. This must be where Liara is. This is the last place. We have to do their points again. We'll do that before we get started. We'll do a little bit of management. Just real quick. Okay. One. Oh, we have to do our points too. Great. Unlock shotguns. Unlock first aid. Store discount. Vector training. There we go. Alright, I wanted you on assault rifles and shotguns. And there we go. And Tali real quick. He uses pistols. I don't want her on shotguns too. Did I give? I can give him any shotguns. That's fine. He can be on assault rifles. Let's give her pistols. Basic armor. Advanced overload. Encryption. Hacking. AI hacking. And machinist. Alright, and equipment. So we're gonna use a pistol. That's fine. Maybe a sniper rifle? That could be fun. We'll... Oh, wrong button. One. Fine. They're fine. Get rid of those. Right, Rex. We'll give him a good assault rifle. He has a biotic amp. Oh, he does. Tali does. Tali has an Omni tool. Okay, we will give her a good pistol. Give her that pistol. Okay. Wrong button. Okay. Can we look at the map? Where are we? Okay, we're here. There's an anomaly there. There's a stronghold there, and there's debris there. So let's go this way, and then this way. Let's go this way. Okay, you knew this. We have unlimited Maka sprint, so that'll be nice. Woo! Let's just fly around like crazy though. All these hills. Ooh, come on. Go get that debris. Come on. Nope, down there. There you go. There we go. There we go. Ooh, decryption. Oh no. There we go. Got that. Go this way now. Again, I wish there was like a little bit of radio music, like some radio chatter, like some, like from the elevator, right? I think that would have been a fun part to put into the Mako. But I guess it wouldn't really make, oh, that's the boundary. I guess it wouldn't really make sense. We go this way. I guess it wouldn't really make sense because like, there's no radio out here. I guess there isn't like, isn't there some planets that have like a radio? They have like radio, somebody is on the radio or something. I don't remember. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're just flying around. Here we go. There's some bad guys. Turn around. Oh, there's snipers. Okay, so I have to be specific. Let's run these guys over. Got you. Few little guys left. Oop. One more. Boop. There he goes. All right.
Securing point.
Perimeter clear.
Run. Okay. Let's save. Real quick. Okay. What's going on here?
Hostile spotted.
Wrong button. Use barrier, shield boost, work. Got you.
Go, go, go!
Got you. Whoop. Got you. Got you. Any more bad guys? There's a few more. I'll get him. Come here, you little shit. Got you. Headshot. Oh, nope, and a sorry. Come here. Just hit her. Hit her.
Go, go, go!
Got you. One more. I think they're up top. And then we can case the annoying. Come on, shoot the thing. There we go. They're downstairs? Weird. Encryption too low. Encryption too low.
Go, go, go!
Man. Who has decryption? That's Holly. Her decryption's too low? She has such high decryption though. Maybe she needs higher? Master sabotage? On hard objects. Yeah, okay. Okay, we just don't have it. That's okay. Man. That's fine. We won't come back, but it'll be okay. It's just like probably weapons and shit. That's more drunk we'd get rid of. Oh, there you are. There you are. Peekaboo.
All targets down.
Upgrade kit. Upgrades, upgrades. Nice. Anything else? There's a door back here. Great. Ooh. Nope. There we go. You returned. Welcome back, Meowster. You grab something nice to eat? Grab yourself a snack? My favorite go-to snack lately has been Uncrustables, which I don't know if you know what those are, but they're basically peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, but you can freeze them and they don't have crusts on them. They're pressed so that there's no crust. And so they're basically like pocket food, which is like my favorite type of food. Anything that you can like hold in your hand pretty easily is like my favorite. So I really enjoy eating them, and I like them frozen because it makes the peanut butter all crunchy, but not like crunchy like nutty, like crunchy like frozen chocolate and frozen peanut butter. That's what it makes me think of. It makes it even sweeter. Why does it still say there's something in here? We already went in here. There's something else in here? I don't know. Okay. Let's go. No, I don't want to go back to the Normandy yet. Map. I want to go this way. Okay. Oh, we can set a map marker. That's helpful. Ooh, a piece of bread with some hot chocolate. Hot chocolate's nice. Do you have any interesting like pocket foods in your country? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, I can't. What are some like pocket foods I can think of? Like pork buns are really common. Well, not common here, but like their thing. Oh, there's a little thingy over here. What else is there? Pizza rolls are pocket foods. They're just small. I guess you could say chicken tendies are kind of pocket foods, but I don't really like to extend it to chicken tendies. Okay. Oh, I can't jump. That's right. Thorium deposit. Give me this mineral. Nice. Mineral is mine. Ooh, bakeries are good. I recently had this like croissant slash muffin. It's called a cruffin. It was really tasty. It was from like one of the high-end bakeries in like the rich part of town, and it was just an expensive little splurge, but it was really nice and it was really tasty. It was like mango and passion fruit. Oh, so good. A sorry capsule. Gimme, gimme. It's not clear who lived here, but it appears to have been abandoned for some time. The container in the tent held, among other things, one of Matriarch Dillanaga's writings. Oh, nice. We got another one of those. Okay. Pizza ones. Ooh. Pastel? That sounds good. I like meat pastries and meat buns, like savory foods. So tasty. Okay, let's head back to the Normandy because I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Is Liara? Where is Liara? Am I missing a place? Maybe it'll say. Journal. Find Liara. Somewhere in the Artemis Tau cluster. Okay, that's not helpful. There's only 3 places we can go. We already went there, so I guess. Is she in Gnosis? Is she in the place? Is her thing broken? Is it? If that's where she is, hold on. Let me look and make sure that I didn't royally fuck up. Let me see. Where is Liara Tasani in the Artemis Tau cluster? On the planet Therum. Ugh, she is on Therum. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Therum quest bug. Flight rather than the Mako are checking for missing Geth enemies. Let me see. Stuck after the armature fight? No. Cannot return to the Normandy is a lock-in mission. You cannot leave the planet until Liara is saved. The quest is stuck. You may need to reload a save from before entering the mining area. Great. I think it's probably a mod bug then. I'll have to go through my Liara mods and see what is probably breaking it. So we will do that next time. I guess no Liara today then. Fuck. Oh well. That's all I really wanted to do today. I guess we can go back to this. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. We can... Oh, you know what we can do? Actually, I want to stay on the Normandy. I want to do Liara next time we play. Let's go over some of the codex stuff as a way to end. So let's see, what do we want to learn about today? Last time we learned about the different races and creatures, so let's learn about galactic government.
The Citadel is an ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans. Since the Prothean extinction, numerous species have come to call the Citadel home. It serves as the political, cultural, and financial capital of the galactic community. To represent their interests, most species maintain embassies on the Presidium, the Citadel's inner ring. The Citadel Tower in the center of the Presidium holds the Citadel Council Chambers.
Do I have a love interest?
Often have far-reaching effects on the rest of the galactic community. 5 arms
between all the non-humans. I don't particularly like any of the humans. I don't like Caden or Ashley. I can't wait to turn Caden down. It's my favorite part.
The Citadel is virtually indestructible.
Ashley is kind of a bitch. I don't like her. I also don't like that she's like horribly racist, from what I remember. She's just kind of an asshole, and I don't really like it.
Enigmatic race called the Keepers.
So none of the humans for me, for sure. I'm not necessarily like romantically interested in Rex or Garrus, but I do like them.
The Council is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari Republics, the Turian
I think they're pretty cool,
and the Solarian
so I'm
Union.
excited to do their quests.
They have no official
but as far as romantic interests, my really romantic interests are only Tali and Liara, the girls, of course. But
no single
Garrus is close up there, but I just, I'm not really, the Turians don't do it for me.
Interest in compromise and cooperation. Each of the
they kind of look like bark people. They look like they're made of plants.
Associated with the various aspects of governing
and they're kind of like vigilante justice, at least Garrus is vigilante justice, which like isn't really my thing.
The provide the bulk of the military.
I think it's fine. I think it's great as an interesting character. Like I like Robin from the Batman series, but I don't want to date Robin.
Member, bound by the accords of the Citadel Conventions. Associate members may bring issues to the attention of the Council, though they have no input on the decision. The Human Systems Alliance became an associate member.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't decide between Liara and Tali. I really like Liara. I really like the Asari. I think they're really cool. I think
space is an unofficial
as like an all-female race, it kind of calls to me on like
the Citadel Council.
A level of like,
it appears this territory encompasses most of the galaxy.
Well, okay, so let me say this. Princess Evelyn's original design was to be a succubus, and she was a dream succubus, so she would like consume dreams while people slept, and she would consume lewd dreams, and she had this like whole line of like lewd content that I was going to do with her that I kind of scrapped in favor for some more just general content, and she turned into what she is today, which is a dream spirit, and she's the type of creature, she still feeds on dreams, and she hosts dreams, and she takes enjoyment from people who watch her dreams, and that's what sustains her. So she's a very social type creature, and the Asari very much call to me in that aspect, because the Asari are an all-female race. They go through different phases through life. They have very distinct phases in their life that are driven by like pursuit of knowledge. They're very social creatures. They're just very interesting. So I kind of like the Asari a lot, but I don't know if I'm going to like Liara, because she's kind of like nerdy, isn't she? Yeah, something's sure to light my inner fire.
Spectres are agents from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, and answer only to the Citadel Council. They are elite military operatives, granted the authority to deal with
I
threats
think
to
nerdy
peace
girls
and
can be
stability
cute.
in
I remember
whatever way
really
they
liking
deem
Liara
necessary.
because
They operate
she was kind of
independently or in
like,
groups of 2
oh, I
or
don't
3.
understand human emotions, so I don't know if you're flirting with me or not. And that just made me want to flirt with her more. So maybe it'll be a situation like that as we start flirting with them, like we can develop interests a little bit that way. I don't know if it's going to lock me into romance with one person if I start flirting with them, or if I'm going to be able to romance like multiple people up to a certain extent. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Can you romance different characters in different games, or are you stuck with the one that you romanced in the first game? I don't imagine so. But if you romance, okay, my secondary question, my first question is, can you romance other people in 2 and 3? If you romance somebody in 1. So if I romance Liara in 1, can I do Tali in 2 and 3? My second question is, if I do Liara in 1, can I do Liara in 2 and 3 and get like extra scenes? And yes, I think Liara is with an I. If you link the save file, they'll comment about it. That's funny. I do want to link the save file if I can. I should be able to. We might be a little bit of a player. I don't know. We'll have to see. We probably do Liara in 1, Tali in 2, and then somebody in 3, one of the 2 of them. We'll have to see who ends up getting a second round. But I do kind of want to date both of them. I think they're both really interesting characters. I like, I already talked about like why I like Liara, especially from an Asari standpoint. I like the Quarians because they're very like they're very captain of the ship kind of governed, and I think the way that they govern their systems is very interesting. I like the kind of almost tribal nature of it in the reference of taking on ships and having the ships have like representatives in like the council and how the council makes decisions. I think their mess up with the Geth was something that I already talked about this, but I think the mess up with the Geth was something that could have been avoided, but that's also something that like we struggle with our creation of AI. We're kind of heading towards making Geth-like creatures. We're not quite there, but if we continue on the path that we're going with like no abandon, then we will end up making probably Geth-like creatures within the next few hundred years. I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up making something like that. Yeah, Skynet's knocking at our door. So I think something like that is probably inevitable when you're working with a race that is tech cultured like the Quarians. They're very technologically based and trying to create the flotilla and make it sustain itself and sustain their homeland. I don't know what their homeland was like. Maybe we'll learn more about that later. I think that'd be very interesting to know. But as far as where they are now in the last 300 years, very tech-based, very community-based, which I can totally get behind. I like their practice of going on a pilgrimage and then coming back with something like helpful to the fleet kind of reminds me in a weird way. It kind of reminds me of Mormons and their missions when they go out on missions. When you're a certain age of, okay, this is kind of a religion dump, but when you're a certain age of a Mormon, as far as I know, at which I have some research in Mormonism, but as far as I know, when you reach a certain age in Mormonism, usually around like adulthood, like 18, 19, you get called by the church to do a mission, and you perform your mission for like 2 years plus, and you go out, and usually what happens on their mission is you travel to a different place, you stay in a different place for 2+ years. You meet a lot of different people, and in meeting a lot of different people, you usually end up meeting like the love of your life, because that's like what you do around that age. And so with all the traveling and like the religious aspects of like the church and whatnot, there's a lot of pressure to marry people when you are out on your mission. So like finding your true love on your mission and like living happily ever after your mission when you're like early 20s and then having kids is like not all that uncommon as far as I know. I only lived in like one state, so I only know about like my particular state's Mormonism concepts and cultures, but as far as I know, that's not very uncommon. So it kind of reminds me of that with the flotilla, where they have to bring something back to the colony. It reminds me of that in a way, because like when you go out and you like find the love of your life, your whole like the whole religious is like propagation is to like make babies and like perpetuate the religion. So I think those two kind of things like are similar, and I really like Mormonism as a concept. I think it's very interesting to learn about. So in that same way, I think it's really interesting to learn about the Quarians. I don't know, there's just two things that really like, there's like things that make me think of other things, like the Liara and the succubus thing, and the Quarians with the Mormonism thing. There's things that I tend to think about that like are kind of similar, but not really. Yeah, you have to do a little bit of brain work to make them similar, but yeah. They nuke their homeland to hell, oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the Quarian homeland, but I know they had that long bloody war. We talked about that with Tali, about they had that long bloody war, and it left millions and millions of Quarians dead. And so I can definitely imagine there's a lot of friction between the Geth and the Quarians, and I'll reckon that the Quarians kind of still view the Geth as inferior life forms, but definitely a threat. Because they did end up creating them. So I think there's probably a little bit of like egotistical play in that aspect. I don't know if we'll meet other Quarians. I think it would be interesting. Are there male Quarians? Or is it like the Asari where they're an only female race? Because how do the Quarians procreate? Because Tali mentioned that in part of going off on their pilgrimage, it's for genetic diversity, because otherwise they would all be inbred, which I don't know if that does anything in their race, but usually that's a bad thing. They're male Quarians? Okay, interesting. I wonder if we'll meet any. That'd be fun. Tali looks very interesting. I'm glad we have this mod that lets us see her, because I think like looking at her, I get the I get the whole like, you know, you can't see her, therefore you fall in love with her and not like what she looks like. And then I'm sure there's a reveal in like the end of 1 or the end of 3 or whatever, where you see what she looks like without her mask. And I'm sure it's a nice reveal, and it's very like heartwarming, and it's heartwarming in other senses to like connect with Tali without having to like see her face and know what she looks like. I definitely think that's yeah, I definitely think it makes like sense to like be interested in her in that aspect. But I like looking at her model, and I like seeing what she looks like and having that as like not a bias, but like as an input. Not that it really does anything. I just think she looks really pretty, and it's a shame to not see her more often, and I'm glad we have that space helmet mod for her so we can see her face a little bit more. I think it makes it just a little bit more interesting. So anyways, do we learn about the Human and Systems Alliance? How many parts is this? There's 2 parts in this. We'll listen to this real quick.
Alien race occurred in 2157. At that time, the Alliance allowed survey fleets to activate any dormant
every single bacteria killing a Quarian makes the relationship between races a little bit of a problem. I can definitely see that.
When a Turian patrol discovered a human fleet attempting to activate a relay, they attacked. One human
Reason
vessel
why they're
survived,
24/7 in a spacesuit.
retreating to
Yeah,
the
I
colony
know.
of Shanxi.
That's another thing,
The
is I
Torians
don't
followed,
want
quickly
to
defeating the local
have
forces.
a romantic
Shanxi
scene
was
with
occupied,
Tali
the first
where,
and to date
like,
only human
we're
world to be
limited by the
conquered an alien
spacesuit,
species.
and I don't know
The
how I
Torians
feel
believed the
about
handful of ships
making
they
her
defeated
take off the
represented the bulk of
spacesuit
human defenses.
to have
So
a
they were
romantic
unprepared
scene
when
with
the
me.
Second Fleet,
I feel like
under
that's
Admiral
just
Castaney
unhealthy
Thresher,
and a
launched
little bit
strong
toxic.
counteroffensive,
So,
evicting them
I
from
don't know. We'll
Shanxi.
have to see. We'll have to
The
see what happens
Torians mobilized
between
for full-scale
1, 2,
war,
and 3
drawing the
and who we
attention
end
of
up
the rest of the
romancing.
galaxy. The Council quickly intervened, forcing a truce.
We'll have to
Fortunately
just
for
feel it
humanity,
out.
the
It is like my
contact
first time
war
actually
was
playing
ended
it.
with a
There's
diplomatic
very
solution.
little that I remember about the characters. I remember driving around the
Systems
Mako
Alliance is an
and being
independent
lost like all the
supranational
time
government
because the
representing the interests of
mini-map
humanity
is
as a
more of a
whole.
radar than a
The
mini-map.
Alliance is responsible for
So
the
it's
governance
not
and
really
defense
helpful in
all
terms of like
extrasolar
navigating the
colonies and
terrain.
stations. The Alliance grew out of the
And I just
various
have a hard
national
time with
space
like
programs
I
as a
had this
matter of
problem in
practicality.
not so much in
Sol's
Fable,
planets
but
have been
I had this
explored
problem
and
in
exploited through piecemeal
Expedition
national
33.
efforts.
I talked about this
The
before,
expense of
but
colonizing entire new
I get
solar
turned around a
systems
lot,
could not be met by
and
any
when I
one
can't have a
country.
mini map to
With
like
humans
navigate
knowing
and
that
see which way
alien
I'm going
contact
and
was
what I'm
inevitable,
doing,
there was enough
it can make
political
it
will to
difficult.
jointly
Even the
fund an
compass makes it
international
difficult.
effort. Still, the Alliance
It's difficult
was
to
often
figure out like
disregarded by
where I've
those on
been and
Earth
which way I
until
have to
the
go,
first contact
especially when there's
war.
so many little
While
things
the
hidden
national
around the
governments
map.
jittered and bickered over who should lead the effort to liberate Shanxi, the Alliance fleet struck decisively.
Yeah, don't
Post-war
spoil
public
anything about
approval
Tali or
gave the Alliance
Liara
the
or any of the
credibility to
characters
establish
for me.
its
I
own
want to
parliament
experience them and
become the
laugh about
galactic
them
face of
firsthand with you
humanity.
guys. So we'll get to it. Don't worry. Let me know in the comments who your favorite character is. Do you like the humans versus non-humans? Which one do you like more? Are you a what is it? Nationalist, I guess? Are you like a humanist? Or are you into like seeing the other races and like seeing all the different things that's going on? Let me know in the comments. Let me know who your favorite non-alien or non-human character is. Let me know if there's any character you'd like to see me romance in a different playthrough. Maybe we can do a second playthrough. If we go Paragon, we might do a Renegade route and come back to it in a little while. No promises on that, but could be something we could look into. I wouldn't mind playing it again after a little while. Yeah, I think Rex is pretty good as a bro. I like his voice. Whoever does his voice acting has such a deep, gravelly voice. It's so good. It's like, I can't even imagine putting that much gravel into my voice. Sounds like he's chewing rocks. It's like, it's so good. And it fits with his character so much because his character is so like rough, tumble, mercenary coded. And I think that's so much fun. So they definitely picked a great voice actor for that. Rex looks like he chews rocks. That's very true. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Thanks for joining me for more Mass Effect. We are gonna finish it up here today. I'm glad we went over some of this codex stuff. Even if I wasn't really listening, we'll go back over it. I'll go back over it at a different time. But we went through the codex stuff, so we're gonna do that next time as well at the end. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with the Liara mods. And if I installed something that I shouldn't have, or if I fucked something up with a bug or whatnot, I'll have to do some digging with that. So hopefully I'll have that figured out by next week. Otherwise, we will move on to something else, and maybe we'll go explore more of the Citadel. Maybe we'll go explore some more of the places that we can go to, pick up some more resources in the different planets, systems. We might do that. So we'll just have to see. Hopefully I'll have the Liara thing figured out though, because I really want to get to Liara and have her, because she's a biotic character, right? She has a lot of biotics, so that'll be really fun. Yeah, anyways, have a have a good night, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow for Homestuck. We will be reading Homestuck in the evening, so hopefully you come join us then. Otherwise, I'm streaming Deponia on Thursday, and we are playing more Zato, I Love the World and Everything in It, on Friday, which is a lovely visual novel about a girl who goes missing and the mystery of, like, her relationships and her background and her relationship with our main character, and it's very interesting so far. So if you are kind of into like weird main characters with weird thought processes and relationships between characters, this visual novel is really great. It's also a mystery, so if you're like, man, I wish you did more things besides romance, then this is one for you, because it is not only a mystery, but it is also a psychological horror, considering what it says. So I've seen like a little bit hint of that. I don't know how much psychological horror it will be, but it's very interesting and different from what we usually play. So hopefully you'll come join us on Friday for a different kind of visual novel. But yeah, we have Deponia on Thursday, which is always a blast. It's a point and click. I love it. It's really fun. You can watch the Deponia playlist on youtube.com/@princessevillan. We played the first 3 Deponia games, which was part of a complete story collection. And we played the first 3 of them. They were very good. We did reach a conclusion and an ending for that. The 4th game, Deponia Doomsday, which is what we're playing now, is kind of a separate story with similar characters, same characters, similar situations, similar places, similar characters, things like that. It's kind of like a alternate universe type situation. So if you haven't seen Deponia from the beginning, that's okay. You can still join us on Thursday for it. But if you want to watch it from the beginning, or if you want to watch anything that I've done in the beginning, including Homestuck, Problem Sleuth, Jailbreak, other games that we've played, all kinds of playthroughs, they're all available for free on youtube.com/@princessevillan. EVILLAN is how you spell Evelyn, in case you didn't know. But yeah, all the VODs are available there, and if you want to keep track of what's going on with the stream and what's going on with the channel, you can search up the you can go to the Linktree links on Twitch or any of the other Linktree links that you can see across YouTube and all the other platforms. It leads to the homepage, and you can find the Discord there. You can also go to the About Me section on Twitch and go all the way down, find the Discord button, hit that, add yourself to the Discord, come be part of the party, hang out with us, hang out with other like-minded people who like the stream, and come hang out with me and Gob Gob. We are doing some Discord only events when we have a few more people, so we'll be doing some readings of novels and books and things like that. We recently did a reading of the Call of Cthulhu graphic novel, which was really fun. There are no VODs. There is a Discord only event, so if you're on the Discord and you catch it, that's great. If not, you missed out. But we'll be doing events like that often once we have a few more people, I think, in the Discord. So if you're interested in the stream, you're interested in seeing more content exclusive to Discord, hopefully you'll join the Discord and come hang out with us. But yeah, that's all I have to say for today. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. That's gonna be it for me today. All right, I'll see everybody later. Bye guys. Bye, have a good one. Bye.